Hello and welcome to Athens, Georgia, the classic city and a classic day for college football. The atmosphere absolutely exhilarating as the Georgia Bulldogs set to tee it up at Sanford Stadium to start this season. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expect.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you should go over the offense, but like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Quarterback checking off. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's White. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Dogs pick up the 1st down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. The aerial assault continues. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball 4th.
Dialed up the... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. They don't ask you how, they ask you if. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They go to the ground. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. Iowa 7, Georgia 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Motion from the offense. They'll run it. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14, Georgia 0.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll try the run. Oh, what a move to get open. He's off to the races. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the handoff. Oh, what a move! Afterburner's coming. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Dogs want to crank the tempo.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Urban. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He's going to pass. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Going up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Dogs headed quickly to the line. They'll go back to the air on second down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. He's got it. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Irvin. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
29 Philly, 2 Lion. Double right.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw here on second down. On target over the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Tuggle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On the move at the 30. Open runway ahead. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back.
The running back carries the ball. Picks up 1. Second down going up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback checking the play. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Get set.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Back open in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Hawkeyes are on the move.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll go to the ground. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Brought down on the play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
And the try is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This time it's complete. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the gun on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Tuggle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Georgia going up tempo. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking down the middle. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down.
Gorilla. Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Firing toward the end zone. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The offense lining up for a first down play. Hands it off. Plows through the defense.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Check. Razor.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Irvin. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Here comes the offense on second down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Iowa 42, Georgia 14.
He's looking to throw. Tosses it incomplete. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Jet sweep to the receiver. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Black 24. Look, alert.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB. Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. The give. Running through contact. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
This time on target. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're trying to get to it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. One more play to pad the stats. Snap in the shotgun. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And despite this point being relatively meaningless, I suppose it could carry value for some. And the kicker's probably happy to score a point, but the team didn't score enough as this one is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit.